a $50 million person, right? Who is the person that has that money? If you don't grow into that person, you're never going to get there. And to be that person, you can't care.
My favorite question is, because I think it really is the building block of what creates us as entrepreneurs, as leaders, et cetera, is those daily habits. Oftentimes we're like, oh, what school did you go to, or what book, or this. It's doing boring things over and over. What are some of your daily habits or weekly habits that you just have to hit?
Exercise. That is when I do my thinking. So I would say exercise, reading, and there's so many things that I do.
Yeah.
But I would say, the main thing is exercising and reading, and doing something I really want to do, right? Doing something in my unique ability, right? I mean, I love to be in podcasts. I love to be in court. I love the public speaking. But if 2 or 3 days goes by and I'm just in the office, doing stuff that's not moving the needle, if it doesn't involve big relationships or big opportunities or big cases, then, it kind of like sucks the life out of me. And I get a little bit like edgy, right? And I know it's like, oh, I got to do something big. So I would say I have this habit of really trying to work in my unique ability, right? Getting out in public, getting out in front of people.
Are you a podcast or an Audible guy while you're working out, or is that music?
Silence.
A lot of Audible. No,
A weirdo.
Yeah. A lot of Audible, a lot of podcasts.
Okay. All right. If you had to start all over from scratch, meaning the entrepreneurial part of your life, so right after the military, what would you suggest to that entrepreneurial spirited person? What would you suggest as far as coaching and or books and or what motivated you and or what have you learned that if you could snap your fingers and start from day one, what would you change and what would you do day one?
I would say day one, I would have started with the mindset that nobody cares about you. Don't get embarrassed. Don't worry about failing. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to read your website bio. Nobody really cares. They care about themselves. So how can you serve somebody else? How can you improve that client experience? How can you better serve your team? I think too often when you're starting out, you get overwhelmed with all these questions about technical stuff. But if you start with the basics, saying, how can I provide value? And by the way, I don't care what it takes. Look, lawyers, oh, you have billboards? Lawyers shouldn't advertise. Oh, you did this? That was stupid. Oh, you tried this at trial? Wow, that was a risk. But you know what? I don't care what those people say. At the end of the day, there, as you know, Chris, in the legal world, there seems to be an elitist group that they work for the big firm that they're afraid to try anything. They're afraid to do anything, and they'll look down at everybody and talk about them, but they won't do anything. And I think, a lot of lawyers have that noise in their head and ask them, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Well, and they can't give me a legitimate reason other than they care too much about what other people think. And I would say, when you're starting off, you're going to fail, you're going to crash, you're going to burn, it's going to suck. It's not going to be easy. I mean, people look at you guys and they say, oh, I would love to be Colin Schwartz for just one day. I'd love to be Chris Palmer for just one day.
Somebody told me that the other day and I said, good luck.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. But the problem is they can never grow into being you. It's why the lottery winners always lose all the money, right? You won $50 million, but now you're at zero 4 years later because you hadn't developed yourself to handle that much money. You hadn't really thought through who is a $50 million person, right? Who is the person that has that money? And so, if you don't grow into that person, you're never going to get there. And to be that person, you can't care. Look at Elon Musk right now. You think he cares? Right? Everybody's talking trash, but he's changing the world. I got my Model Plaid S. Oh, or Model S Plaid. Oh, great car.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People, are you buying it because it's fuel efficient or because you're concerned about it? No, I'm buying it because it's the fastest production car ever made. And I like the technology, and I hate going to the gas station. I love it.
Solving problems.
Solving problems.
Awesome.
Yeah.